So I recently got this iPod HiFi. This was Apple's attempt in like 2006 of creating a high-end audio system. I think about $350. I have this one here. I think it sounds okay, but it's got a few issues. We'll try and clean up these dented speaker cones. And if you can see in here, there's some sticky stuff, so we're going to try cleaning that, and we're going to just do this front bit for now. I'll clean this up off camera, a bit of like sticky stuff, and yeah, nothing too bad. The worst part of this is actually the back. It's a bit yellowed, but I'm not going to see the back. Doesn't bother me too much. It is quite a hefty boy, but yeah, we'll get on with this and, you know, see if we can't clean it up a bit. I'm thinking first, I'm no professional, I've never cleaned speakers before, so everything I'm doing in this video I'm trying for the first time, rolling live, just to see if we can sort it out. So I've got some isopropyl alcohol here, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to try getting a Q-tip and just cleaning up this like sticky stuff in here, because I have no idea what this is, why it's in here even. Yes, just going to rub that in there. This could be damaging the speaker for all I know. I don't know if this was a good idea. I just know this stuff is like, it's good for getting other like marks off. So I'm hoping this works well and it's not just taking the coating off. Really on there, whatever that is. It hasn't really made much of an effort. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the move on that one. It doesn't look like it's damaged it. Maybe it's worked a bit. Dirt on there, but I don't know if that's just like coating off the speaker grill. I don't even know what is on there. Like I said, got this second hand. It's not as bad. Let's just get to pulling out the speaker dents. So I've got a few different things that I can try. Got a variety of tapes. I've got this Crazy Aaron's putty, but I've done something to this and it's like just really sticky now, so that might help. And last of all, I've got some Blu Tac, because why not? I've got a feeling the one that's going to work the best first, which is the one I'm going to try, is I'm going to use some, it's almost like, I think it's duct tape, but maybe electrician's tape at the same time. I'm not too sure. My thought is I'm going to cut this into a strip and maybe try and just place it in the middle like that and try. Oh, hey, there we are. That's worked pretty well. There's some little dents. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. I've got a feeling these little dents might stay in there just because it's been pushed in for quite a while. They are a bit more softer, if you will. Let's try this N1 here. That one isn't coming out as easy. Let's try. So, that one's not working. That one is really pushed in. That's probably the most pushed in of them all. So I'm quite happy we've pulled the first one out. My thought is, I wonder if down a bit in the middle, see if that works. And will it work on this side? Maybe a little bit on that side. See, the problem with these speakers is you can't pop them out and just push it forwards. I think that would be like the most ideal route. I'm going to try this. This is probably the most weird of all the stuff I've got here, but I just know it's a bit sticky, so I'm thinking I'm just going to warm it up, because that seems to be like when it gets stickier. See, like how it's like sticking in my hands. I thought maybe that would like help, but it doesn't seem to be helping. Maybe that's what this sticky stuff is in the middle. Someone actually tried to pull them out to begin with. So my next solution is trying some Blu Tac, seeing if that works. I think this is going to be a bit too much like the putty. Someone online said there's some sort of like rubber pop. I don't know if it's epoxy rubber or something. Some sort of like sticky rubber substance. I don't think this is going to work at all. Nah. Only if you could pop these things out. Yeah, that's useless. I don't think that's any good. Let's try the brown tape. I don't think this will work either. I was still quite impressed that we got this out as far as we did. I think what maybe the method is find something really sticky, but then it's like getting it to come off, you know, once you've pulled the speaker out. But I'm thinking the method here may be strips. It's not even wanting to like stick onto the material. I don't think that works. So I think I'm going to have a play off camera, see if we can get this sorted. What I'm thinking is, can I play some really loud music, get the speakers pumping, and then try and use the black tape method again to see if this will come off? And I'll come back to you later on. So it's been a day later. I couldn't fix these two little ones. I tried a couple of different things off camera. So one of the things I've tried is this is a little mini vacuum. I've took the nozzle off it and I was planning to like just suck, you know, hopefully get a vacuum, suck it back out. That hasn't worked. And well, as you can tell, that hasn't worked. The other thing I tried was just going over it with tape. So some progress I did recognise once we got a bit cleaned up. The sticky stuff that's on here, the alcohol was doing a bit of a job in removing it. There's a little bit of gunk in there. I've removed that. I also tried like blasting the speaker like at full volume. God, this thing kicks some noise and moves some air. We'll show that in the full review. And like blasting it, sticking tape on, trying to do it that way. That hasn't worked. So we're kind of running out of solutions here. One solution we can try is I've got some super glue here. Put a bit of super glue on a Q-tip and try to pull it out that way, because that'll have more grip than like Blu Tac or tape or anything like that. But that is a bit extreme. You know, it could stick on and ruin the speaker, and you know, that's not great. It brings me to this. This is the, well, it's a hot glue gun. It's a 50-watt hot glue gun. I'm hoping this is going to be the answer. I'm just going to get some stuff to put down because I didn't realise how much of a mess this was already making. So I've got a Pringles lid. I don't think this is any sort of approved DIY hack or anything, but we're going to glue stick and I think we'll put our ammo in and, you know, get to gluing. So the plan is we're going to put some of this hot glue on the end of a Q-tip. That might be a bit much. I don't know. And we'll try and stick it on and pull it out. Hopefully this works. So hopefully that sticks on there. We'll do the same on both ends. Shouldn't be too hot. And this might ruin the speaker. It might not. I honestly do not know. But we'll give this a little bit of time. So I'll give that a bit of time to set. Hopefully this works. I don't think it is. I think I'll pause the video and we'll come back in a few minutes. So it's been about a minute or so and these are getting a bit quite stuck. As you can see, we're moving the speaker there. Let's try and move this one first because we stuck that down first. And it's pulling. Oh, it's up. Oh, right. So we've got this cone up. Q-tip may not be the best thing, but the cone is up. Let's try this side. I think we'll have the same. The cone has definitely risen with the hot glue. Yeah. We've got the same issue. Can't come off. It's just if it's melted too much to the cone itself, that could be a problem. So I've got some tweezers. They might not be the cleanest of things, but we're going to try and see if we can't just pried it up a bit around the edges. It's coming up a bit. See, whenever I've used the hot glue before for like my own, like when I want to stick things together, the bloody things always come undone, don't they? But when I want the glue to come off, so you've got to be very delicate. We're moving it around. It's not going to be perfect. So of course, the ideal method of, you know, speaker dents is not to have any speaker dents in the first place. You know, to not push your speakers in. But look at that. There we are. That looks a bit gross. But yeah, that it's got a little bit of the effect, same as this one. You see it's like some little dimples. If you guys have any idea how I could probably get the dimples out, I don't think it's going to be possible. But that one is definitely fixed. Now let's try the same on this side. The best way I found to go for this is with the hot glue. Look for a bit of the glue that's gone a bit white. I guess that's the stuff maybe it's dried first. And you just want to make sure when you're pulling and like get a little bit up, get the tweezer on it, but don't push too deep. Of course, it depends if you're watching this video and thinking about doing it on some other speakers. Be wary of what the cones are made of. I think these are called cones anyways. What they're made out of. Because I know if I pull too hard on this, I think it'll just rip out. Going around the edges definitely seems to be the tactic. Maybe I used too much hot glue. Like I said, I've never done this before. It's not something I normally do. It's good to try new things. I'm just surprised how well that actually worked. Oh, it's coming. Oh, a little bit stuck on the sides there. That one hasn't come off as clean. I think I put too much glue on. It's kind of hard when, I don't know if it's because this is a cheap glue gun. This is like £10 on Amazon, and it came with a load of glue. That's the reason. I don't really use it that often, so it doesn't really, warrant me buying a dear one. I think it's just going to be a case of working that. I'll pause it and come back. So I've got the glue off this one. This one is the most badly damaged. It's a slight dent just here, and I can't get it out. I'm quite happy with that, from what this thing looks like, the comb-wise anyways. So when we got it to now it looks like this. I think that's pretty good. A little bit more alcohol in this side, and I think this will come up really nice. For some reason, it's a bit like yellow. What it is. I know it's going to look a bit gross showing you something yellow on the end of some tweezers. But it's like, I don't know if someone's tried to fix this or something's like leaked onto it. Just around here, it's shiny and it's just, don't know what it is. But yeah, we fixed, we did a good job there. We've fixed our speaker fine. And the next thing is just cleaning it up. But we fixed the cones. That's the main thing. Rest of it's a bit cosmetic, a few wet wipes, bit of elbow grease, and I'm thinking a bit more of the alcohol on here to clean this. And that's it sorted. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think. Was this a good way to save a little bit of money? Let me know below.